because we have some guitar players in our strings, I want to do some guitar lessons that I can record for you online. So, of course, it is important to tune your instrument. So like watching the tuning videos I made previously, you can help to tune your guitar. The strings E, A, D, G, B, and E. But if you don't have all of your strings, or maybe you haven't tuned a guitar ever and you're just afraid of that, hopefully we can get you ready to tune and ready for that. But if you're learning guitar, it's brand new, all you need to have is at least one string, because that's the first thing to do, is just to learn how to either hold a pick or use your thumb or fingers to play one string on this side, which would be your picking side or plucking side, and then the other hand to fret or basically push down the string on this side. So for me, this is my right hand, this is my left hand. If you have an opposite, it wouldn't be this type of guitar, but you'd have a left-handed guitar if you were left-handed and you use your left hand for the strumming side and your right hand for the fretting side. So anyways, if you have a guitar, tuned or not, this is a very simple thing to start off with, just to get used to practicing and get used to playing this instrument. So you notice these right here, we have these little metal bars that go across, and you want to see that the strings go above that. Now these are called frets. And you might notice like 20 some of these up here. So actually on this instrument is about 2019. So if I play a string and I don't put any fingers on the instrument here to push down a string, then that would be considered zero or open. So there's a way of writing down music for a guitar where you can just write which fret you push down your finger on. It's called tablature, and it's abbreviated as tab online. So if you wanted any song in the world, you could type the name of that song and type the word tabs after it, and you would probably find a dozen or more results, basically numbers written how to play the song. So if I put my finger right here, and I'm putting my finger in between where the metal is, right on the fret, and it's called a fret, and I have my thumb on the back, and I'll show you probably a better angle like this, and I'm squeezing it. So I'm pushing the string down, it's touching the fingerboard, which is this whole area, and I'll play. You hear a different sound. That's on the first one. That would be called first fret, or just writing the number one. Open again, no finger. First fret, one. And of course, you could play with one finger all the way up the guitar and get used to that. But because you have more than those fingers on the hand, and of course, you're not using your thumb, using 4 fingers, the best thing to start doing is start using at least 2 fingers. Getting used to using all 4 fingers is going to be a challenge. Most people will end up using 3 fingers a lot of the time and eventually get used to using their 4th. And usually the pinky, I think, is the last one a lot of people will be reluctant to use. But so take your finger, pointer finger, and just try this, practice this. You're going to put your pointer finger on the first fret, and your ring finger, this is called the ring finger, your middle finger is the longest, and your ring finger is the next one. Put that on the 3rd fret. And try to play that. Now, I'm using a pick right now. I'm holding the pick like this. I'm squeezing it, making it kind of like a cross with my fingers. And I'm just picking down. I'm using the tiniest string on the top, but you could use any string with this. It's just the tiniest string is the easiest. So I'm just pushing down, and then 3, 1, 3. Now I could do my thumb, and I could just, or I could take my finger and pluck up. Either way, the pick will make it a little bit louder, but take that pattern of a finger one place and your other finger separated by a fret in the middle. And then I could slide up here. go up here. And just get used to doing that. All of our folk music, everything you'll learn to play in guitar will probably involve using multiple strings if you stay within this area, or you could play it up the neck, they call it, on one string. But it will require using a number of different frets, which are different notes, to play. So just get used to just doing this first. You might figure something out too. You might go, oh, I know how to do that. And I'm just doing that because I've got my finger on the 2nd fret and the 4th fret. So try that out. This is a good first lesson for guitar, just practicing with that. Eventually get used to doing stuff with the right hand and getting it picking down and up if you're using a pick, or doing the same thing with your thumb and your fingers back and forth. And you'll get used to using more fingers on this and using other strings. So I will see you soon with another lesson.